Frenchie Rose, welcome back.
What they do?
How you been the last couple of weeks?
Man, life been.
Okay, life been life, and that's good. What you been up to?
Everything. It's crazy because it's like now everything just kind of like got back regular. Like I just finished a bunch of midterms, final. Just finished the last semester, and it's about to be the last. This is my last internship.
Okay, cool. What you going to school for?
You know what? It's gonna be funny you ask me that because I'm actually going to school for psychology.
Okay.
As crazy as I am, you know.
Okay.
They want to put me in the seat.
Hey man, you experienced a lot.
No, I really have, and that's the best part about this story. I actually get to like show people the authentic side of me. Like to really understand me, you gotta understand who I am, who I was, how I've always been. I've always been just crazy, like wild and free, you know. Okay, so the trauma that affected me the most for me was the betrayal from friends and family. Everything that happened afterwards. Like I realize now I was probably stuck in survival mode, which is just pretty much constantly on edge, ready to lash out or flee at the slightest trigger. I realize now I was empathic, like just highly sensitive. I was always a highly sensitive child though. Always capable of picking up everybody's emotions around me, which is why I never cried or really had feelings growing up. Always worried about what people might thought, how I felt or something like that, because like for me, I never really wanted fake pity. Never was received well. You see, at home, I was never allowed to live my life to the fullest. I learned early in life like how to handle my own, but family expected me to live life that they already lived, and to me that wasn't living. That wasn't life to me. You know, they meant well, but to me that just wasn't living. Every piece of me was dying. Their life was dead. But I found my adventure when I joined the military. Like I traveled all across the world, equipped with wingmen, accountability, and real support. So just to come back home, like when it was time for me to get out, and I ain't want to get out when it was time for me to get out. Like I got out because I was pregnant and I had a whole lot of responsibilities, and they wanted me to extend for another year before my enlistment was out, and I just didn't want to do that. It was like the mission come first, and I'm like, nah, my baby come first. So, you know, it was a lot of things that was happening, but to return home in a place where I felt like I had a whole lot of responsibilities and limited resources, I felt like that was when I started kind of like fumbling the ball. I started experiencing burned out. I felt stuck in a rut with people who were vain, judgmental. A lot of people that sin, like the Miami people, the Miami lifestyles, they like really stuck in carnal sin. Like they stuck on worldly possessions and comfortable being regular. And when I say regular, I mean like accepted by society. Like I was somebody that never cared about being accepted by society. You know, hated to love it, baby. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm gonna be me regardless. But a lot of times to be you, it comes with a lot because you know the moment you mess up one time, two times, it's like ha, I told you, your way doesn't work, and it's like my way is my way regardless if it works or if it don't work. So people don't understand that notion, but I don't know. I just feel like everybody was just living in a box. So I started feeling worthless, like I was dying again. Now I realize a lack of authentic social interactions led to me feeling unvalidated and led to me feeling despondent and hopeless. And I feel like that's a lot. That's when I kind of like started like fumbling again and again and again.
So Frenchie, man, you've been through a lot. So what got you through it all?
Honestly, like growing up in Carol City made me a beast. That's, I feel like, where I got most of my confidence from. Like, honestly, for a long time, I thought I was undefeated, unbreakable until I broke. Because, like, in Carol City, you got to have thick skin. Like, we rank on each other. We have rank sessions, roast battles. That's just something that you got to go through every day. Like, I was used to being in invalidating environments. I was used to being around people that don't like me. So it's like, having that burden or having that feeling of a burden of feeling hated all the time, that was nothing for me. Honestly, that made me that made me feel like I was unbreakable until I actually broke though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nobody really understand what it took for me to break. We all talk about this, we all talk about that, but we never talk about like toxic abuse. No matter what I did, I felt like I always had haters at my neck. So people would literally click up in groups just to like try to tear me down. Like, I'm talking about as a child. But it never worked. It made me worse, honestly. I feel like it made me unfuckwittable for a long time. I thought that it was a game. I thought that was my secret weapon because I feel like being empathic, I felt like that was like my secret power because it helped me sense what other people was feeling around me. I could always tap into people's true emotions. Like, I don't matter what it is. I used to think I was some type of psychic. I now realize I always had like the spirit of discernment and interpreting people true intentions, no matter how big of a front they put up. But I always saw the real them. Now I realize it's because I'm chosen. Meaning I see different. I used to push people away because once I start hanging around people too long, I just kind of like easily start picking up the real energy, like the real them. That's another reason why narcissists truly hate me, because it's like God gave me the eyes to see through the windows of people's souls. I can see everybody's inner child, really. Like, I can see everybody, like, sense of who they really want to be. And, like, no matter who they are, it can be Freddie, it can be Jason, it can be Chucky. I'm going to always be able to pick up people's true vulnerability. And, honestly, that's, like, my superpower.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.